Once upon a time in a faraway Russian village, there lived a merchant, his kind wife, and their beautiful daughter, Vasilisa. When Vasilisa was still a young girl, her mother felt gravely ill, knowing that she wouldn't survive. She called Vasilisa to her bedside and asked Vasilisa to take this doll. If Vasilisa ever needs help, she should give it food and drink, and then the doll will help her. After Vasilisa's mother passed away, her father remarried. His new wife had 2 daughters who were jealous and cruel. They treated Vasilisa terribly, making her do all the household chores. One day, Vasilisa's father had to go away on business. The stepmother saw this as an opportunity to get rid of Vasilisa. The stepmother asked Vasilisa to go into the forest and fetch fire from Baba Yaga's hut. The stepmother was sure that Vasilisa would never return. Vasilisa, frightened but determined, ventured deep into the forest. She took out the doll and gave it some bread and milk. The doll calms Vasilisa not to be afraid because he will guide her to Baba Yaga's hut. With the doll's guidance, Vasilisa arrived at Baba Yaga's hut. The hut stood on chicken legs, and the sight was terrifying. In a scary voice, Baba Yaga asked Vasilisa what she was doing here. Vasilisa replied that she needed fire for her stepmother's house. Baba Yaga replies that she will give it to her if Vasilisa completes Baba Yaga's tasks. Baba Yaga assigned Vasilisa impossible tasks. First, she had to sort a huge pile of poppy seeds from the dirt. Again, the doll calms Vasilisa not to worry because she will help her. The doll came to life and quickly sorted the seeds. The next morning, Baba Yaga gave Vasilisa the task of cleaning her entire hut. Again, the doll came to her rescue. The doll told Vasilisa to rest while she did the work. Then, while Vasilisa rested, the doll cleaned the hut until it sparkled. Baba Yaga then demanded that Vasilisa wash a mountain of dirty clothes. The doll promised Vasilisa she would take care of the task for Vasilisa. The doll works tirelessly, washing and hanging the clothes to dry. The final task was to cook a grand feast for Baba Yaga. Again, the doll calms Vasilisa and handles Baba Yaga's tasks for Vasilisa. The doll cooked a delicious meal, filling the hut with wonderful aromas. Baba Yaga looked suspiciously at Vasilisa and asked her how did she manage to complete all these tasks. Vasilisa replied that it was due to her mother's blessing. Baba Yaga, who tested anything good and blessed, became furious. Baba Yaga then handed over a glowing skull to Vasilisa. Despite her anger, Baba Yaga kept her words and gave Vasilisa the fire. With her shrieking voice, she told Vasilisa to take the skull with glowing eyes and go. The skull will light her way home. Vasilisa walks through the forest, the skull lantern glowing brightly. Vasilisa made her way home, the skull lantern lighting her path. When Vasilisa returned, the skull's eyes burned the stepmother and stepsisters to ashes, freeing Vasilisa from their cruelty. Vasilisa went to live with an old woman in the village, where she grew into a beautiful and skilled young woman. Her beauty and kindness caught the attention of the Tsar, who fell in love with her. Vasilisa married the Tsar and lived happily ever after, with the magical doll by her side, a reminder of her mother's love and wisdom. And so, Vasilisa's story teaches us that kindness, bravery, and the love of those who care for us can help us overcome any obstacle. True happiness and strength come from the goodness we share with others.